So I have been on what some would call a healing journey for about 2 years now. And this all started because I just got to a place in life where I was overwhelmed and I had to accept that I didn't know what I was doing and I needed help. And not just I needed someone to help me. I did seek therapy, but I had to accept that whatever trajectory I was trying to follow or whatever path or plan I had for my life, it clearly wasn't the way. It clearly wasn't working for me. And I just kept finding myself in positions that I didn't want to be in, dealing with people that were not in alignment with my highest good, and just overall unhappy. My spirit was not settled. And it showed in my everyday life. When I tell you I was genuinely unhappy, I would stress all day. I would be angry. I was complaining. It was just every day it was something. And I felt that way. I accepted that. I would wake up dreading whatever chaos was headed my way for the day. And then I would cry myself to sleep every night. And this was just kind of my way of life. And I even found myself, because I'm someone that pick up on people energy easily. I don't really like to be in large crowds or deal with people who have really intense negative emotions or energies, because it's very draining. I pick up on it. And so whenever I felt down, which was most of the time, I would just stay to myself, because I didn't want to be the person to walk into the party and bring the mood down, or I didn't want to be the person, that calls you and all I have is everything to complain about. So I really just stayed to myself. So not only was I unhappy in my life, but I was also isolating myself from people that cared about me and that loved me, because I felt like I was protecting them from my bad mood. I just found myself one night pleading to God, praying, I will do whatever. I will do whatever it takes. I'll do whatever you need. I will do whatever. Just get me out of here. Get me out of here. And I meant it. And from that point on, I have been healing. I have been on this journey of being the best version of myself, of really tapping into and being disciplined and consistent and obedient with my spirituality. To be more selfish, I started to put my needs first. I was so bad into people pleasing, it was not funny. And I was the type of person where I would pour all of me into everybody around me and then be like, okay, my time. And then I would be upset because I've poured everything I had into everybody around me, and everybody no, my cup full. I'm good. That's a you problem, and that's true. That is a me problem. I had to realize nobody's gonna pour into me like me. I have to everything has to come from within. I have to love myself first. I have to respect myself first. I have to honor myself first. And from there, you open yourself to receive what you show the universe or yourself or God that you are worthy of. And literally not a moment sooner. So if you are struggling with anything outside of you, it's coming from inside. It's something internal that you just simply aren't addressing. So that was a really big one for me that I had to accept. But I could go on and on about what my healing journey has been like. All in all, at the end of the day, I just want to say healing is not easy. It's not easy. It's not pretty. It's not fun. It's not particularly exciting. This is something that you have to motivate yourself to do. And unfortunately, for a lot of people, I think, like me, you just have to get to a place where you have to accept that, there's nowhere to go but up from wherever you are. And that is really where the healing begins. Um, so, if you ever just feel like the sky is falling, it might be a good time to start doing some introspection and assessing, where are you pouring into that is not fulfilling you, and how can you do things that are more beneficial and fulfilling for you. And I'll always get people, like, especially people that I used to deal with, that are aware that I've been on my healing journey, and they be saying little smart shit like, oh, you're so healed, right? You're not supposed to get angry. Oh, you're so healed. You're so high vibrational. And it's like, yeah, I'm glad that you see that in me now, but that's a choice that I make every day. That is a choice that I make from moment to moment. Yeah, I still get upset. I still get angry. I still want to cuss people out. I still get sad. I am still having a human experience just like you. What may be different, is the fact that I choose to look within, to do the introspection, to do the inner work, to assess, how can I handle this better? How can I be better? How can I show up better for myself first and foremost, and for the people around me, for my family, my friends, my coworkers, my community, the world. And, even though it's not fun, it's rewarding. What you get, it's the little things that you acquire on your healing journey that makes it worthwhile. It's the ability to fall asleep effortlessly and sleep all night without waking up in worry. It's, your ability to be more patient in your everyday life, to be more empathetic, to be more compassionate, especially to people that need it, to be able to see that unhealed version of you in other people and give grace and say, I see you and I still wish you healing. I could pop you in your mouth, but I'm going to wish you healing because I know how you feel. And I know that you probably don't really mean the shit that you're saying. You just don't know how to process what it is that you're going through. Another thing that was like really hard for me on my healing journey was needing to end relationships that I would never imagine that the day would ever come. I, like, people that I have been friends with for years, I had to stop talking to. People that, I've dealt with, and they had, they played prominent roles in my life. I had to really evaluate, like, is this person really good for me? Or are we attached over a traumatic experience? Are we attached in a state that I need to grow from? That is really hard. Letting go of anything, especially people and habits that have been with you since you were a child, or, for decades, that you just kind of feel like are a part of you. You have to really start to look at that and say, the part of me that this is attached to, is it the healthy part of me or the unhealed, unhealthy part of me? And anything that you are able to look within and say, this is not good for me, and therefore everything and everybody that I associate with this, I have to create some distance from. Even if it's just to see, the impact that it has on you. And that was really how I ended up closing out relationships. It started out as I need to take a break. And I found that in that break that I took away from, certain people that I felt like were instrumental in my life, that was when I realized like I was holding on to relationships that were not good for me. Like they just did not serve my highest good. And it also showed me that I had a little bit of codependency. Okay? I was a little codependent. Like I was someone that received validation in the interactions that I had with other people, whether it was good or bad. Like, oh, my phone rings. If I had a day where my phone didn't ring, like I would feel like shit. Like, what the hell? Did I do something? Why are people not calling me? I don't understand this. Is there a party going on and I wasn't invited? Like, why do I feel neglected? When at the end of the day, the truth is, it's because I was neglecting myself. It was because I had a hard time with just being by myself, being to myself, loving myself, appreciating myself. Like I needed to be in community to feel valued. When in actuality, it's like, well, what kind of community are you a part of where the requirement isn't that you show up whole, right? But I just wanted to record this real quick for anybody that needed motivation. If you are on your healing journey, or you find yourself at the beginning of your healing journey, or you just happen to come across this video and anything that I said, I hope that it resonates with you and that you're able to take something from my experience and make it useful in your journey. But just keep moving forward, and remember that you wake up every morning because your life still has purpose. You still have something to do. And whatever circumstances you may have found yourself in, or you found yourself in today, this too shall pass. Just keep working on you, loving on you, respecting you, honoring you. And I'm not saying I have it all figured out or that you'll have it all figured out, but each day will get easier, for sure.